Oh, radio! Hello there! Well, I'm not sure if I've done a vlog on this one before because I do admit that I've done so many vlogs that I do get lost on whether I've done them before or not. But this vlog's going to be about the TV show called Neighbours. Oh yes, I'm a very big fan. I absolutely love Neighbours. I watch it every day without fail. And if I'm not here to watch it, I get it recorded because I love that TV programme. And I suppose in a way I've never really watched it religiously all the time. When it first started, years ago, about 1986, 87, I used to watch it, but I never used to. But there was times from there on, right the way through to the mid-noughties, where I never actually sat down and thought to myself, if I miss an episode of Neighbours, I ain't gonna be bothered. I'm gonna just I'll be able to catch up quite easily. But nowadays, I just can't. I have to watch Neighbours all the time, and I'm very much loving all the time many of the casts and things like that. And I just think that there's been some great people that have come into Neighbours over the due course of the time, and I'd love to be in Neighbours. Oh yes. I mean, I wouldn't be the only Englishman to actually be in Neighbours. Tom Olivier, who plays Lou Carpenter, is actually English. Yes. And then you've got Andrew Robinson, who's actually Scottish in real life. And I believe Kate's little sister is also Scottish. But as I said, it'd be nice to go, or I could do a job of being one of their writers, plotting up a storyline that's going to happen in Neighbours. Now, if you're American or basically don't know what Neighbours is, then Google it, because I swear, what has happened in Neighbours this year is just unbelievable. The things that have just gone on round that street is like, it's like, how could I condense it to one big storyline that's been happening? Is basically that Libby Kennedy had a friend called Steph, who basically were always best friends. They confided in each other, and Libby was married to Dan Fitzgerald, who had a brother called Lucas, who's in the show now. And Libby and Dan were going through rough times basically with their marriage and that, and over time they decided to take hiatus, and Libby went off and for one night kissed Lucas. Oh yeah. Not as bad as what comes next. And Dan decided that he would go and sleep with Steph for one night. Only this time, it came out that Steph was pregnant with Dan's baby. Not wanting to tell Libby, not in a million years, because that would just be. So Dan obviously went off. You never heard and saw of Dan for a long, long while. So Steph and friend Toadie, Toadfish, who was then going out with. This is, I swear, it's like a love triangle. It was like bloody Love Rover all over. Toadie was going out with Sonia, but decided that Toadfish and Steph would pretend to get together, get married, and pretend that he was having Steph's baby. It all went well for a while before Steph's mother found out. Yes, found out. Basically, that it wasn't going to be Toadfish's baby, it was going to be Dan's. She agreed that they wouldn't tell anybody, because if you tell Libby, it's all going to go. Then, because Paul Robinson's in it and he's doing dodgy dealings and he's got things going on with some of these companies, he decided to entice with Toadfish. Yet, would blackmail him by saying, I'll dish the dirt on Toadfish if you ruin me and all these bits and pieces. So, in which one day Paul Robinson decided to basically record he tapped their phone in their house, and basically it meant that he got the conversation once to say that Dan was having Steph's baby, and then one day they were doing a pirate net thing that the pirate net they've got, and they were doing a song to raise money for it, and Paul Robinson came in, put a CD on with the actual recording of Dan and Steph talking about it being his baby. Libby found out when she was in Charlie's bar and was distraught, and since then has decided not to speak with Steph whatsoever, and blames, because it's all Steph's fault, as she says, you know, that the man she loved, Libby loved Dan, and even worse, Libby doesn't know Dan can't have babies, which has come out that Dan can't have babies anymore, but he's having one with Steph. But then after that they found out that you can't have any more babies. So my God, it's all going right up there in Neighbours land. I swear, the last like 6-7 months watching Neighbours has just been fantastic. I'll tell you what, if I ever see, right, Stephanie Scully and Libby Kennedy and Toadfish and so on, the acting has been brilliant, right? They have, I suppose Lynne as well, Lynne Scully, they've played the acting very, very well, very, very well. It's been a very big, powerful storyline, and there is more to come through it. So, you know, as they say in Australia, good day. And what a great storyline it was, what great acting they have both done, and I think it's just hoping that it will get hotter in Neighbours. And I have to admit, Donna in Neighbours is just to die for. I do love Donna in Neighbours, she's absolutely gorgeous, and Ringo's one very lucky bloke in that show. Hopefully they do get married and they head off to America. So yeah, I love Neighbours. Good day, sports. You gotta love Neighbours. Putting my bad Australian accent on. I'll have to do it better one day. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about, you know. Me loving Neighbours and just one of the storylines that's happening in Neighbours. If you, I'm quite sure that there's I'm kind of thinking that, you know, maybe some of the Americans or people who don't know what Neighbours is and watch it, go have a look on YouTube and Google it, see if you can find some clips of basically what's been going on, because my God, Neighbours has been hot this year for storylines. Anyway, bye for now.